How to make $100 to $300 a day freelancing. Welcome everyone. My name is Chrissy. I have been freelancing since 2017 and I've made about $40,000 online freelancing. I freelanced very part-time and had other income sources to kind of balance it out. But right now I'm on track to make a good chunk of change this year. Okay, it could be anywhere from $40,000 to $60,000 or more. And I currently make $100 to $300 a day freelancing. Okay, and I just wanted to go over and share some important information with you about like how you can get started too. Okay. So if you don't know, I got my start as a virtual assistant on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. You can actually go ahead and sign up for those platforms. I have a 100% free freelance starter kit that I will link down below. I'll click the link in my bio. You can go grab that. Okay, it's 100% free. You don't need to put in your email. You just click on the website and you'll get a bunch of free sauce from my 9 years of freelancing. Okay, I also share my story. I include some photos. I include some results. If you're looking for that, I include how I've helped other people. I haven't helped a bajillion people. Not everybody succeeded with my coaching or courses or whatever, but I've helped some people, okay? And that's like the reality of this whole make money online kind of space, is that not everybody is going to make it. That's just how things work, right? For whatever reason, whether it's, the coaching isn't effective or, the person just gave up too soon. Like, that's how these things work. So, I just wanted to lay it out, and I'm always here to bring refreshing honesty and share like the reality and share just what people stuff might not want to talk about. Like I'm in a space in my life, in my career, where I really want to bring that refreshing honesty, and I just want to be upfront and real with you, right? So, in the past for myself, I used to really want to do high ticket stuff. I used to really just be more thinking about like myself and like making money and everything like that. And now I'm in a space where it's like I still like business, I still like all of that, but I'm more so into low ticket stuff. And that's why one of the reasons why I have my new offer, the zero pitch freelance vault, that I want to talk about. That's only $7, the cost of one matcha latte, right? Okay, actually matcha lattes can be pretty expensive if you order them on DoorDash. I think it's like $10 for like a medium. But, so the zero pitch freelance vault, it's $7. And so to fully understand this, here's what you need to know. Again, I got my start on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr.com. They're freelancing platforms. You can sign up and create an account today. I share also how to find free courses to do this whole process and help you out. Okay, so you can get started for free. Just check out my 100% free freelance starter kit. I'll link it down below. Okay, so that's an option for you. But what you need to know is that right now there's a lot of competition because there's probably millions of people on these platforms. So the competition is very, very high. Okay, it's not to say that you can't make it. It's not to say that there aren't people succeeding. I'm just telling you the reality, the truth is that there's lots of competition. So in my $7 zero pitch freelance vault, I share opportunities that are good for 2026. And in particular, I share 2 opportunities that I think are the best, which one of them is like freelance admin work, but it's for a specific type of work that you're doing. Okay, and a little bit of a hint is that I always talk about how when you're freelancing, if you suck at marketing and you suck at sales, like everybody's like start a business, start a business, start a business. If you suck at marketing, you suck at sales, if you don't have those skills, you're going to be cooked. So what I share is that you can go to third-party companies, you can go to agencies, and you can use platforms like Upwork and Fiverr to find clients. You need to go where the clients are. You need to go where the money is. Okay, so you don't necessarily have to market yourself. You don't necessarily have to do sales or whatever. In the way that I'm talking about like cold outreach, you can just use these platforms, use these websites and get clients, okay? But again, platforms like Upwork and Fiverr are very, very competitive. So you need to do the things that are booming in 2026 that people aren't really talking about. And sometimes it's like you can't even talk about what the opportunity is because it might be confidential, right? So this freelance admin type of work where you get paid to just type on your laptop, that money is real. You could earn like $30 to $60 per hour as a complete beginner. And it is a little bit technical, but like nothing too technical. But it is like you get paid to just type on your laptop, and you could be making $30 to $60 an hour. Now, there are some downsides to it where you have to use multiple of these third-party companies, because sometimes the work might not be as stable as you like, depending on how you perform. If you perform poorly, then you might be cooked, right? But like if you do good work, then you might have steady work, steady clients, right? And then you spread out across various websites, and then you really, really, really have it dialed in so that you could be earning this cash money, and it could be a little bit more consistent for you, right? So the first type is the freelance admin, specialized freelance admin work. The second type is where you get paid to, again, first of all, you can work from anywhere. You can get paid to work from anywhere on your phone. Okay, and what this is it's performance-based content creation. You do not need followers. You do not need to be an influencer. You do not need to be an expert content creator. Some of these agencies, they will provide you with free coaching because they get a cut of the pie. The better your content performs, the more they get money in their pocket, so they want to help you. They offer free coaching, okay, because they're getting paid to help you as a complete beginner. Okay, they want people that are normal, everyday people to create content and post it on social media, or send it to the client so that they can run it as advertisements. And what this is like you're selling a product or service, typically a product that you're selling. And it's like this seamless, like it kind of doesn't look like an ad, but it's an ad type of thing. It depends on the type that you do, right? And so you're creating content for companies, right? And so people, like the way that people mess up with this is that they will go to these websites. They will go to these websites where people are looking for content creators with no followers and stuff like that. And then they'll be competing on those platforms when there's a bajillion people. Okay, the thing that you need to do is you need to get connected with agencies, because they will provide free coaching, some of them, and they will have the really great opportunities. And the better you do, the better opportunities you get. And some websites, or if you connect with the right agencies, they have opportunities where, like, for me, for example, my campaign, I have a $2,000 per month base plus view bonus opportunity. So there are people in my agency that are making $5K to $10K months or even more, and I'm trying to scale up to that point. Now, I will say in the beginning, it moves kind of slow depending on a variety of factors, at least for me, but I am ramping up so that I can hit 5K to 10K months like other people, okay? So, and that only takes about like 30 minutes to an hour per day, depending on how many pieces of content you're creating. My goal is 1 hour per day, 5 days a week, to produce 10 pieces of content, and these are 60-second clips. Okay, so a lot of people think this is like way harder than it is. They provide the scripts for me for the specific campaign that I'm on, and I share the specific campaign that I'm on and that I think is still accepting applications inside my $7 zero pitch freelance vault. Okay, I also share the exact agencies that you can get connected with so that you can start your performance-based content creation journey. Okay, so those are the two really good opportunities for 2026, especially because you don't need followers, you don't need to be perfect.